Hello Cancer, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been in a relationship, could be a situationship, could be in the past, could be currently. Or some of you may have just simply exchanged glances and you know that there's something special there, but no one's truly speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do channel through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. So I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. Only at the end of this reading I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some clarity, some advice on what you should do going forward. All right, a whole lot is going on here. My goodness. A lot of stress. Being overwhelmed. Got boundaries, and there are way too many differences, opinions. Worlds apart. We have here synthesis followed by crossroads. Death and rebirth. Mothering. Crisis. Boundaries. Beliefs. Then we have creativity. Followed by responsibility under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, the connection that I have with you used to be very truthful, a long time ago, but things have changed. I have been very much closed off. I keep to myself. I don't tell anyone what's truly in my heart and my mind on the inside. Everything that I have gone through, certain things that I have felt and expressed, things have changed for me. A long time ago, there was a sense of peace and harmony in this connection. And now I feel there is none. There are certain things that I have hidden deep down in my heart and my mind. I don't talk to you about it. I don't confide in you. I do feel that in this connection there's this decision that needs to be made. This decision, I still can't make up my mind. There's certain things that I've done to you that were really wrong. And I know what I want is to decide to have a restart with you. To start over again. To have a second chance with you. That is what I have decided, but the problem is I just don't know how. Which is why I don't really move forward with that decision. There are certain things that I haven't really expressed to you. And because of that, there's a lack of trust, a lack of faith in this connection. I understand that the road we were on before was very rocky. But moving forward, I am hoping, and I do hope, that in this connection things will get better. I'm hoping that the road forward, the path that we're both on, will be smooth, won't have any bumps, nothing, just simply smooth sailing. I also feel that in this connection, there is this sense of nurturing that I feel from you, this quality that exists. The sense of unconditional love, protection, nourishment, always having a roof over one's head. This is the type of person that you are, and I feel that these are the qualities that radiate from you. And right now, I am very overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed because I have realized that in this connection, there are certain things that I should have said, certain things that I should have done, but I didn't do. And now, all of these emotions are all over the place. I need time to sort them out. The reason why I can't make up my mind, the reason why I can't do what I'm supposed to do is because I'm overwhelmed. And what is the easiest thing for me to do when I am overwhelmed? I hide myself from the world and I block everybody. I hide behind a false veil, behind a false mask. I'm no longer that person that used to communicate. I have kept my distance. I have put up my boundaries. And one of the reasons why I feel that I need to do this is because we do not see eye to eye. Your passions, your mindset, your upbringing, every single thing about you is different. It's different from what I feel. It's different from who I am. We do have differences. And I do feel that in this connection, it's important to understand that you and I were born and brought up in very different ways. Our upbringing, our lifestyle, our habits, everything is different, especially our beliefs. I have a certain belief in a certain something, and it's hard for me to change my way of thought, because that is the way I have been for many years, and I believe in it truly. And I know that you do as well. But yeah, sometimes we just don't get along because of our opinions and our differences. And sometimes it's also the difference that we have in our culture, what my religious values are, my financial status. So many things about me may be so different. I do want to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see, something that I can call my own, a web of love, weaving this web of love where you can be the center of my world. I do feel that in this connection, there is a sense of responsibility. It's time to take responsibility and to be that person who can take charge, who can be that one individual that doesn't run away when things get tough. I want to be that person that can take on those responsibilities, weigh those burdens on my shoulders. I am ready to do that. And in the far future, I can see success for all the work and effort that you have put into this connection. I want to be more responsible. Certain things that I have said and done in the past, they were very irresponsible. Going forward, I want to be that person who can make things right. All right, Cancer. So, interesting. There is a situation here where we have belief-related issues. Belief-related issues often come up when we have differences of opinions. So there could be this sense of difference between the both of you on a spiritual level, religious level. Could be different cultures, different environments that you grew up in. It could also be how you viewed this relationship itself. Some of you may have thought this is a committed relationship, that you may just become exclusive, maybe even more. But your person of interest was not thinking like that. They thought of it still as casual. They did not want to move on. So sometimes it's also a lack of the meeting of the minds. Both of the minds are very different. The mindsets are very different. That could also be the case here. Either way, it does talk about a lot of differences that make things very uncomfortable now. Okay. For literally, I have to say a sliver, a tiny, tiny portion of you. Somebody here may have gotten pregnant, and this person wants to have a second chance with you, but the beliefs get in the way. It could be a third-party situation where somebody has become a mom, but it's against whoever, how many couples that are involved here. It's against society for this person to leave someone else because they got someone else pregnant. This is something that I'm seeing here. This could be because the person that impregnated you. It could be that that individual, this is the mothering card, that's why I say this. It could be that that individual is with someone else too. And there are various reasons why people are with other people. It's not just about finances. It's sometimes about the emotions, sometimes about the kids. There's so many other issues that go along with it. All right. Let's have a look at, we have here the Lover's Path Tarot. And with this deck, what I have a look at is what it is that may have happened in the first place that caused this connection to go downhill. Yeah, totally. Home drama. Drama made at home. Wow. Desire. Very, very lustful card. Four of Staves and Desire. So for some of you, you may wonder, why did this person stop altogether? What happened in this connection that made things go downhill? Well, here I will explain to you what it is. We have here the Four of Staves. So here we have a situation where this person wanted stability, but there was frustrations and disappointments at home. This person wanted to accomplish goals and enjoy them, but they were unable to. There was a lack of satisfaction. There was a situation that became very unstable, and they wanted stability. But there were problems in their home, where there were arguments, disagreements, not understanding the other person's point of view. Here we have a lack of closure, a lack of stability. So this individual, Cancer, at some point in time, they may have needed and wanted closure. But the life that they've lived in the home that they're in right now, or maybe even before, they had problems there. And there were arguments, and there was upsetness. And because of that, it became a part of this person's nature. It became a part of who they are. Because this is what they believed in. This is what they grew up with. Even in recent times, it could be that this person has a lack of stability and feels that there's a lack of closure. For example, if it is a third-party situation, they have disappointments in the home, which is why they ended up in a third party. Here, we have a situation where this person knows that they want something, but they are deliberately going against it, against their better judgment. Here, it's simply because this person is frustrated at home, and they are also disappointed with the way things are in their home life, with their partner, or maybe even arguments with the society that they're around, friends that they're around. It's just not a very comfortable environment, so they're constantly worried about this place instead of the other person. When they're with that other person, they cannot concentrate on them fully. We also have here desire. A very interesting card. Desire. Desire here talks about being pulled by desire. Here, it talks about a sense of impatience, trapped by desires that feel unquenchable, inconvenient timing, disregard, or insensitivity to the portents around yourself. So, for a tiny portion of you, if you are in a third-party situation, this definitely talks about no matter how much this person's with you, they just feel it's not enough. But the problem is, there's a sense of impatience and the feeling of inconvenient timing. Why did you not show up in this person's life so many years ago? Why not far in the future? Why at this very moment? That is something that bothers them. That if everything was okay at home, I wouldn't have had a problem with the timing. But because I'm with someone at home, because I already have committed, or because I'm already living with my parents, or I am taking care of my kids, why couldn't this person have come later in my life, maybe before? So there's a sense of inconvenient timing. This person already feels a lack of closure from other connections as well. So they're not fully healed. And because they're not healed, they're really unable to be that person that can feel this desire. Unfortunately, the desire card is a very lustful card also. Here it also talks about being pulled by desire, movement into the next phase of life. Here it talks about impatience and being trapped by desires, inconvenient timing, disregard, or insensitivity to the portents around yourself. They don't give a crap about what's going on around them, which is not good. They should be. They also feel that there's certain things around them that they just don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to see it. If you don't see it, out of sight, out of mind, right? There's that saying, out of sight, out of mind. So this individual does desire you, Cancer. There's no doubt about that. The problem is that they have had some type of an issue at home, on the home level, in the home environment, that has caused problems. That is what this person feels. Unfortunately, this is something that they've gone through. This is something that they're still going through. And it is very difficult for them also to move on. Not just in this connection, but in any connection. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Okay, wow. I'm leaning a lot right now on third party or some type of a restriction. This person feels very restricted. They feel bound. Wow, but what do they want? Amazing. The Ten of Cups. Wow. Eight of Wands. Person's going to completely contact you. Why? They're ready to date. Amazing. And they're spying on you. Sending a message. These are really good cards, guys. This is a realization that they're going to have that, you know, certain things have not been turning out the way that they wanted them to. It turned out the ride was very rough. A rough ride for this person. What I see here is with the Eight of Swords. This person, at some point in time, realized that they just don't want to deal with anything. Not because they can't handle it. It's because they're not allowed to. It's almost as if they have restrictions, constraints, boundaries. Here, we have a situation where they're blindfolded. So they can't see, they can't hear. They're surrounded by swords. There's a boundary around them. And for that reason, they cannot move any way forward. Their hands are tied, legs, feet, arms. In the far distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. So they really are trapped. They're really stuck. For this reason, they do not move on. They do not make a move. They do not reach out. There is somebody here who feels very restricted because of their family, or maybe the society, or maybe the way the society believes certain things to be. The beliefs card, remember. Certain rituals, certain customs have to be done in a certain way. And this individual feels stuck, that they have to do it that particular way. They have to keep up with their customs, with their rituals. What do they want? Ten of Cups. Do they want to do any of this previous stuff? Nope. They want to break free from all of that. They want to rip off that band that's on their eyes. They want to break away from these ropes. Toss away these swords. And run into your arms here with the Ten of Cups. This person sees you as their perfect someone. They love you. They are in love with you. And they see future with you. Home, children, pets, plants, family. They see a whole lot of love, sunshine, happy days, picnics. They just want that traditional happiness that exists. Not all of you will want children, but that's fine. You can have pets or plants. But there's growth, there's prosperity, there's desire to have more. And it will not be contained. That's what I'm seeing here. The Eight of Wands. This person will literally go cuckoo, cuckoo. That's what's going to happen to them. And they're going to see, oh my God, I have to reach out to my Cancer. Eight of Wands. Person's going to reach out to you. This could be directly, it could be indirectly, but is definitely going to be some type of a communication coming through for you, Cancer. If the majority of you are resonating with this, if you feel that there's some type of a beliefs-related issue in this connection, then this will definitely come to you. Because this is a very beliefs-related kind of video now. It's a whole lot of listening to what other people have to say and living the way other people want you to. That's the problem. But this person doesn't want that. They want to be with you the way they want. They want to live with you free, without the constraints, without that closure that's needed. Even not even knowing. They don't even want stability. They just want to be with you and know where it's going to head from there. They do want stability in the end, but for now, they just want to be with you. Just start off something with you. This person is going to definitely communicate with you. It's going to be fast. Here we also have Two of Wands. What are they going to communicate? That they are ready to date you. They're ready to be with you. They have made their decision. They are very passionate towards you. They have a lot of passion for you. We also have here the Page of Swords. Now, you have the Page of Swords and you also have the Page of Wands. So those are two pages, notice. You don't have a king or a knight. This individual may love you as a king or a queen, but their approach is going to be very sheepish, very timid, I'm getting the word sly even. The Page of Swords talks about an individual who really has a lack of confidence now. They've lost their confidence and they try to spy on you. Either this could be on social media. If you are not on social media, because I know a lot of people who are not, it could also be that simply they are looking at you from a distance. They are trying to find out more about you from a friend, from a family member. What is my Cancer up to? This person's on the back benches and they're trying to, it's the word reconnaissance. That's what they're doing. They're collecting information. And eventually they will have enough information and gathered information and seen what type of situation you are in. Eventually they will reach out. We also have here Page of Wands. The overall arching theme is that by hook or by crook, this person is going to reach out to you. They know what they want you, and they want to reach out. Do they have a lot of courage? No, they don't, but they're mustering up that courage. They're trying their best. Will they be very direct? No, they won't. They may seem a little immature. This person could be immature, inexperienced, or maybe there is an age gap here between the both of you. Either way, the person has good intention. However, their approach may not be as bold as you had expected it to be. So just remember that. But any effort is good effort. It starts off with a page, then will be promoted to a king. Finally, the both of you can be together. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer on these cards. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Oh, wow. Let go. That's always the strategy. Letting go. And then we have reconsider. So some of you might be in a situation that you thought back in the day would have been okay. But now you're kind of, double thinking. You're thinking about this. Like, is this really the right decision for me? Oh my goodness. Unlikely. I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but it is what it is. It's the cards. The angels are mentioning this to the majority of you if you resonate with the situation. There's too much conflict, guys. That's one of the issues here. For a tiny portion of you, I do believe it will definitely work out if the both of you come to a compromise. But for the rest of you, there's way too many people involved. There's people that don't like the both of you. They don't want you both to be together. And that's causing the problem. And even if you were to be together, they will cause problems even after you are as a couple. They will create rumors, lies, deception. Why? Because of jealousy. People typically do that because they can't see other people happy. Here we have peaceful resolution. So at the end of the day, there is still going to be a situation where this will be settled. Any type of heartache, any type of pain, sorrow, suffering that you are going through, the resolution will be there. It will be peaceful. The both of you will be able to see eye to eye. It won't be as difficult as it was before. Before, many things were complicated, many things were difficult. But it seems as if it's going to be okay going forward here. Here we also have look for a sign. The way this reading is going, Cancer, it is important for you to have a look at the red flags. Some of you have not been seeing the amount of obstacles that are involved in being with a person. Sometimes we wonder, why is the world against us? Why does the universe they just don't want us to be together? The reason why, there's a reason for it. It's because you're both not supposed to be together. I'm sorry. I know the heart wants what the heart wants, but what I'm seeing here is that on the level of fate and destiny, the both of you, for the majority of you, you're not supposed to be together. Why? Because that's what the angels are saying here. And why is that? Because you deserve someone who will give you the time, energy, and effort, who knows you, who doesn't have to deal with drama, who can spend that much time with you and not be afraid that they're going to get caught. This is just for a small portion of you. And this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. But what I'm seeing here is that there is a few of you who have really dedicated yourself to this person and you have waited for years. The problem is they are stuck in their own situation. And because of that, you get dragged down. We're not getting any younger. That's just the way it is, isn't it? You get dragged down in the situation. It's not really moving forward. Here they are saying, Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, they're concerned and they're saying to look for a sign. Look for signs and synchronicities that are red flags. Red flags. They're also saying to let go. Let go of the situation. Let go of this person. You do not have to stop loving them. That doesn't happen. You can't stop loving a person. But what you can do, start keeping your distance. Stop communicating with them. I know it's hard. Don't contact them. Sometimes when you stop contacting them, they immediately come back into your life. And that's what I do see here, that this person is going to come back into your life. And that's great, Cancer. But is that person good for you? That's the question. You might think this person's perfect for you. But the angels are saying otherwise. You might not see it today. Maybe your people see it, but you don't. Here we also have, ask for help from others. The help will be when you let go. How do you deal with this? How do you cope? That's when you ask for help from others. Reconsider what you're going to say and do. Reconsider taking your actions. Take action, but communicate clearly with this individual. Let them know what's truly on your mind. Let them know what has happened over the past few months and years, the reason why certain things have happened. But I always talk about this card being just in 3 to 4 points. Keep it short to the point. Keep it short and sweet, because people do not have time to understand or to read all of the things that you have written, because they will get lost in the details. Keep it short and sweet, to the point. Memorize it, so whenever you have the chance, you can always talk to them about those points. They need to be focused on the points. The overall arching theme here talks about unlikely. Many of you are not going to like this. Don't shoot the messenger. Here, this is a very clear-cut answer, guys. I mean, most of these cards are very negative. Most of them. When you go with let go, unlikely, and reconsider, when you say look for a sign, those are going to be red flags. So there is going to be a peaceful resolution. There's no doubt about that, and you will be able to communicate clearly, but they're also saying to look for a sign, look for red flags. It's time for you to let go and ask for help from others how to do this. Have your support network. Go out with your friends. Reconsider anything that you say or do before taking any action. Because everything that you have fantasized and thought and dreamt of in this connection will unlikely turn out the way in the end that you had thought it to be. Remember, there's a beliefs-related issues. There was the Eight of Swords-related issues. This person is totally bound. And even if they decide to be with you, that's great, fine and dandy. They are still a page. They do not have that courage, strength, wisdom to be with you as a king. They can't tell people off, right? The page is always going to be listening to people. It's always going to be under someone's power. So do think about it, guys. It's a beautiful relationship. I do believe you can give it a try, but understand the angels here are telling you that it might not work out the way that you thought in the end. Typically, these are warnings. These are warning signs now that there's something about this person. It's just not meant for you specifically. I would say this here is going to resonate for a lot of you. There's just a small portion of you that'll actually end up with this person, frankly speaking. So that's what I'm seeing here, and this is what the angels have said, and the angels only say this because they want your highest good. Sometimes we don't get what we want because they feel that we deserve better. So if it's not this person, it definitely will be someone else. There's no doubt about that. That does happen. And that's your reading, Cancer. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. I know it's probably not exactly what you had expected, but unfortunately, sometimes reality is reality. And if you have been waiting for months, for years for this person to reach out to you, and yes, if they do, I still would say be very careful, be very cautious. If you feel comfortable, then go right ahead. But if you feel that you have to change too many of your beliefs, you have to change too many of the things that you believe in, the way you act, the way you behave, if you feel that you are now being restricted and constrained, that's not you. Then it's unlikely going to work out. Because then you are conforming to what it is that this person wants you to be. Forever and ever. That's not right. No matter how deep the love is. That's not right. That's someone being subjugated and someone turning into, literally, someone's slave. You don't want that. I know we do a lot for love, but at that point when somebody turns into that, your person of interest will lose respect for you because that is how low you have gone. That's the way it works. You stand up for what you believe in and you look hot. You give in too easily and you're no longer that rare diamond. It's weird the way people think, but that's the way they do. Anywho, guys, you all take care. Stay safe. I wish you the very best. Give it a try, but just be very careful. Be cautious. All right. Take care. Bye now.